Here we go. It's Bassmaster Open time. Ben and I are on our way to Florida. I'm sitting just outside of Atlanta. I'm about 50 miles outside of Atlanta, waiting to meet up with Ben, and we're headed down to Toho today. So we're excited. It's kind of surreal in a way. It's weird for us. We were talking on the phone earlier today, and we have very little experience in Florida, and Florida is known to kind of be a beast of its own. So excited to grow and learn and just absorb as much information as we can, just to become better fishermen and better anglers. So,
oh man, what a morning!
Yeah,
we're driving like 5 hours and we're just barely out of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Let's go. We ready for anything given. I'm talking buried equipment. You know it's time to go get it. You never did listen, we very exquisite. Me and my army, we on song with it. I go to planet and y'all come with it. I go to hand it to all y'all living. You got the land, let's all go finish. Rise up. If you wanna forget behind us, I'm about to go run the miles up. I'm about to make mama proud up. Don't get me started, I'm riled up. Don't get me going, my people. I form the signal, they see it and line up. The front line where they find us.
Not getting very many bites today. Caught like 4 bites now. I'm on Kissimmee. This is the first time. It's a Monday, and it's the first time we've been able to practice on Kissimmee, just with the weather and the wind and all that stuff. So I'm trying to cover some ground.
We're ready at all times, it's a goal. That's where my mind is. I got my both eyes on the goal. That's where you find it. We're ready at all times, it's a goal. That's where my mind is. I got my both eyes on the goal. That's where you find it. We ready at all times, it's a goal. It's time that we ride. I got my both eyes on the goal. I'm turning the tide. We ready at all times, it's a goal. It's time that we ride. I got my both eyes on the goal. I'm turning the tide.
There he is. Got him. Good one, quick roller.
Well, that's a good bass.
Well, that does it for practice here on Kissimmee. We practiced for, shoot, 5 or 6 days. To be honest, it was a really difficult practice. Conditions just were not great. The cold front came through. Florida, it's like record lows for Florida, or for Kissimmee, or like it hadn't been this cold in 4 years or something. So that plus the wind muddying up, I think Kissimmee affected the bite a little bit. From what I know, I'm not the most experienced when it comes to Florida. I've only been here twice, but I don't believe that the fish like dirty water, and Kissimmee, for me, seemed just too dirty. I couldn't find clean water, but in one area, that would be the North Cove, and I did get 5 bites in the North Cove. Shook them all off, broke one off, the one that I actually tried to set the hook on. It was just old line, but that was the only clean water I found, and there was quite a few boats in there. So I kind of had to decide this morning, the last day of practice, whether I go try to expand on that, see if there's more fish biting in the North Cove, or focus on Toho, which I hadn't really found much. I found one area, it's kind of an offshore area off the bank. There are fish there, whether I can get them to bite or not. I've caught fish there kind of every time I've fished in that area, but to go in there and catch 5 I think would be difficult. So I kind of had the decision to make this morning. Do I go try to expand on Kissimmee and see if there's fish biting down there, or focus on Toho and see if I can find something? This morning I woke up still not knowing where I was going to go, and I just decided I'm going to go to Toho and maximize my fishing time. If you run to Kissimmee, you're losing time going through the locking procedures and all that. So decided to go to Toho this morning, and I'm glad I did. I discovered a pattern, like a very specific thing. So I was punching, I think they're some kind of reed type. In California we called them tules. I don't think they're the exact same, but it's similar, like a pencil reed type thing. It just long reeds that stand up. I was punching any hyacinths that had blown up into those areas, and it was pretty consistent. I got 7 bites and shook them all off this morning, and I only fished for like 3 hours. So I pretty much just drove around and tried to expand on that and try to find more areas that were the same, or that had that same those hyacinths pushed into the pencil reeds or whatever I don't know what to call them. Well, anyways, I don't know if that's going to hold up for the tournament. I sure hope it does, because the water's going to warm up. The temperature is 80 degrees today, so I think that water temp's going to warm up. So I don't know if those fish are going to stay put or if they're going to move at all, but how do you know? So I feel encouraged that I got 7 bites this morning. I hope they're still there, but if they're not, we'll just go fishing. We'll go back to that offshore area, see if we can pick up a few fish there. But just go fishing. That's what I did this morning, and I ran into that. So anything's possible. Always. His phone is like crank, crank, crank all the time. And he's always talking on the phone.
Got a fire in my bones, got some gold in my eye. You don't wanna be my enemy. Oh, I fought through the night with the prize on my mind. Got a fire inside of me. You're gonna feel my burn. Get out the way.
That's a pretty sweet ride. Is that a Huffy? Is that a Huffy? Ah. They nicer than a Huffy, ain't they? I got you.
This that hotel right here. This that hotel.
Man, do you mind if we get you on video riding off with your speakers going? That'd be cool. We're gonna do it. We're doing a YouTube.
Where y'all from?
Tennessee.
Tennessee, what part?
Around Nashville.
Yeah, y'all can do that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if you don't mind. Huh? Yeah. Okay. We need to talk about fishing practice now. Practice sucked. But I found one offshore school that, like, when I graphed over it, I literally sat up and looked, and there was 15 or 20 fish down there. Spun around, made one cast on them, and caught one. Threw a swim bait out, and one just absolutely thumped it, and I just shook him off, and then kind of drifted off. There's a lot of other boats in the area. You know, with us being boat 35 in the morning, I think I've got a shot to get down there and get on it, if nobody else found it. And it wasn't today. When I found it, it was yesterday. So I'm not an offshore fisherman. I want to be throwing at something. I want to be throwing at a target. That's just where I'm most comfortable. But, you know, when you can go get a couple of bites on a really, really tough day, and you know there's more down there, you really got to go check them. I think that's going to be my first stop, unless, you know, something goes haywire. But, you know, I'm out here in flip-flops and a short sleeve shirt for the first time in 5 days, 6 days, ever how long we've been down here. And that's what these Florida fish want. You know, somebody's going to fish over the winning area. Somebody has fished over the winning area and never got a bite this week. I firmly believe that. I've got another little hole that I actually found on my graph, kind of up around takeoff, and, you know, had a few fish on it. May start there. I don't know, just gonna kind of be whatever I feel like in the morning. I think the key tomorrow is just gonna be going out fishing a completely new day. Everything's changing. It's changing really, really fast. You know, this water's coming up. Would not surprise me at all if it's not 62 in the morning, which is 10 degrees different than when we launched our boats on Sunday. So it can't get any worse. I don't know that I've caught 10 fish in 5 days of practice. So it sucks. But I tend to do better when I'm scrambling around the tournament and figure out something that day and go run it and get a few bites, and that's how I want to fish. I'm going to try to fish pretty free, pretty loose. I feel like I know where some decent areas are, but I'm not going to guarantee you that. Again, when you fish, when you're like, man, this has got everything, you don't get a bite in an area, it kind of messes with you a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. I think the big question here is, do I want peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and honey? Smucker's strawberry jam. Great. Oh, a freaking cat dude and grape jelly. That makes sense.
Are we?
Did you have a stroke?
Are we recording?
We are recording.
All right, I have one more thing to do. I got this.
What is that?
My wonderful wife put a note in my suitcase that I was kind of surprised to get. So I'm going to tape that up in the boat for some inspiration. It's cool, like we have really cool friends that keep calling us and checking in on us and supporting both of us, and having friends and family that are supporting you doing something like this is super important to me. So I'm gonna put this note in my lid.
What does it say?
She said that she's proud of me and that she loves me, and she said, now go kick some ass. All right, we're ready to roll.
Well, since you've got that, I've got some stuff like that too.
You do?
I do.
Oh, snap.
Let's swap this around. So my wife, as I get in a truck to leave, I see this. Good vibes only. That she stuck in my visor. When I find it, I was like, hey, saw my sticker, it's really cool, it's going in the boat. She then said, there's 2 more that I've got to find. Said one, only if I'm taking care of myself I'll find it, and the other one is in my boat somewhere. And it is right here. Look at all the chargers and power pole switches. I don't know if you can see it, but it says, be positive, be productive, patient, and persistent. Look at that. Oh, Pank charger. Need light.
It is. I dig it.
And then she had one on some face lotion because she wants me to not look like an old man that said, look at all those chickens. Which is a viral vine. So apparently our wives spend a lot of time on social media, but they love us and we love them.
2022 Opens start in about 45 minutes. I am boat 99 and I'm stoked to get out there. It's been a long time dreaming about doing this, so it's game time. Gotta try and prove that we belong here, and that's what we're gonna do today, I hope.
I think I am in flip-flops and a sun shirt for the very first time all week, and that's a major change, and it's got to be good because it sucked so bad the rest of the week. So I think it's gonna bite. I think the potential to have some big bags is here. Who knows? Just gonna go fishing, see what happens.
they're all clones, little clones. They look like spots. This is not what you come to Florida for.
So I have had a day of hardships, let's say. We had some issues this morning. Had cost me, I don't know, probably didn't cost me 30 minutes worth of fishing time. And then my graph quit working. Then had a shiner fisherman on a hole. It's too sunny, it's too windy. I've got all kinds of excuses why I suck today. So now we're still working on a boat, trying to get a graph to accept a transducer that for some reason it just quit. So, oh, why did we not get that on film?
Because the lens cap is on.
Let's tell everybody what just happened.
Can you see? Is it like?
Yeah, we're good. We're rolling now. Yeah. So,
yeah, I need to train him how to use a camera. Number 1, take the lens cap off. Number 2, power on.
I powered on. And I just thought it was a little dark out here. Hell, I didn't know.
He did it backwards.
You always take the lens cap off first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Day 2 of Kissimmee for the first Open. Yesterday, I only caught 4 fish for like 4.5 pounds. I found fish in practice, the last day of practice that we talked about, and I shook them all off, and it just happened that all of those were bucks and small fish. So not really sure what the game plan is today. We're just gonna, I think if I can just go out and fish free, we'll come across something, and really need like to get in the cut line or to get paid, we'd really need to catch like 16 or 17 pounds. So I don't know if that's possible, but we're gonna give it everything, and hopefully we can come across something. Whether we stay in Toho or go to Kissimmee, I'm not even sure yet, but everything's on the table at this point. Ready to get at it. Last day in Florida, so excited.
127, Bryden, Mugleston.
In the face. Finally.
Oh, it's a big roll. You bum. Oh, there you go.
Just came off. That
was a freaking big one.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. I was moving the tackle box so you could sit there and get them.
All right, let's keep rolling. Boater, Bryden, Mugleston, come on up. 4-7 yesterday at a Mount Juliet, Tennessee. We got 5 today, right? They're going to check in at 7 pounds, 11 ounces. Bryden, 11.8, your 2-day total. Good job. We appreciate you. We'll see you soon.
So on episode 2 of the quest, when you go out and you zero and you don't catch any fish in practice and you don't catch a bass during the 2 days of the tournament, you're not going to be on film very much. So for episode 2 of the quest, I would like to welcome you to the Bryden Mugleston Fishing Show. You know what is a lot of fun? When you zero your first open and then you get to drive 19 hours to go film a fishing show. I'm not complaining. I am absolutely loving what I'm getting to do. But 19 hours to go over every single decision, to go over every mishap, to go over everything that you did is a lot of time to reflect. And I'm pretty upset right now. This tournament did not go well for me at all. Had a couple of mechanical issues, nothing major. You know, definitely did not cost me the tournament. I was still able to fish, was still able to get to my spots, and I just didn't get a bite. Have no idea why. You know, you looked at the results last night and saw what everybody, you know, said they were catching their fish on that were in the top 10. And hell, I literally had it all on my front deck. I just wasn't in the right areas. I don't understand Florida. This is my first tournament down there. I've only fished in Florida 2 other times, and both of those times was, you know, post frontal, cold front deal, and I just didn't get a lot of bites, and that's what it was here this week. It just sucked. I sucked it up. It's incredibly frustrating to put as much time and effort and money and thought into something like this and to finish dead last, like bottom of the barrel, didn't beat anybody. Everybody in the whole entire field beat me. I never caught a bass during the tournament. It was horrible. I honestly did not feel like I made a ton of bad decisions. I went and fished new water when I thought I should have. I didn't stay doing the same thing every day and, you know, just expecting it to work out. Just had a really, really bad week. At this point in the week, I'm pretty terrified to go pee because everything I've touched this week is broken.
I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of The Quest, episode 2. And next is Cherokee Lake here in East Tennessee. It'll only be like 4 hours away from here, so a little closer to home and a little bit more in our element. It's getting away from the grass and going to Cherokee is definitely a little bit more comfortable. I'm not gonna say that I know it. I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be easy because it's never easy. And the opens aren't easy. They put a lot of pressure on fisheries, and it's a big field, and it's never like you're gonna expect going to a fishery. So I already know that. but I'm excited. We are going to obviously continue this series, and I learned a lot this week in how I can go through the process of filming and trying to focus on the tournament. So I'm going to take what I learned from the filming process and just being a little bit more efficient and knowing what we need to get and making sure that we are telling the story but doing it in a way that has a lot of quality, but also, you know, is entertaining and all of that. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I am excited. Time to get ready for Cherokee, and we will see you there.